Welcome back again, guys, from Tampa Bay. I'm on my way down to Largo to meet a new client, or at least a potential new client. I got turned on to him by a mutual friend, and he needs some website help. I'll tell you what, it's been the month so far for website work. This guy is in a not too uncommon situation. I've dealt with a bunch of these before. Basically, he's got a website, doesn't like it, is having terrible luck with the person that has been doing it. And they've done some pretty corny things on the existing website, complete with pop-up ads. And more infuriating to this guy, they put their contact information, the person that did the website, not the company, all over the website. So in the footer, and even in a little contact pop-up, one of those annoying things like, hey, how can I help you, when you're trying to browse a website, and it's the web developer, not the guy. So I guess he's been trying to resolve it for a while, getting nowhere, so he's done, and he just wants to take full control of the site, lock the other person out, and do what needs to be done. So my contact had told me that he wants a completely new website. I briefly spoke with the guy on the phone this morning, and he said, no, I don't want a new website, I just want to move it, because apparently this other person has control of the hosting account too, which is probably going to make things difficult as far as being able to move it, because I won't have control of the database. But anyway, he's got other issues like the domain name. I told him right up front, before we even do anything, you got to pick a new domain name. He chose one that is a sentence. He's one of these typical clients that thinks Google works the way it did 5 years ago, where you had to have keywords and phrases as part of the domain name. So I've got these really annoying clients that will register literally 40 to 50 domain names, all forwarding to their main one, thinking it's helping them. And the only thing it's doing is draining their bank account, because each one costs $20 a year to renew, every domain name. And these people are doing dozens of them for absolutely nothing. Nothing happens with them whatsoever, and they just don't believe me because they're old. But what are you going to do? So this guy, he's doing something similar, but the problem is there already exists a established website that does the same thing he does, that is the same name without the hyphens. So it would be like trying to register Chevrolet-cars.com and expecting to get anywhere. It's never going to happen. It doesn't matter how good your website is, it's never going to register better than Chevrolet. So I briefly mentioned it to him. We didn't discuss it yet, but it'll be on the top of my list when I get down here. We're meeting at a Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'll find out exactly what he needs me to do. I gave him a quote for a new site based on what he's got and based on the information I had, but that's third party, so what are we all slowing down for? She has no idea where she's going. Get out of that lane. So I'll figure out exactly what he wants and go from there. Got a couple other sites that I'm just about ready to launch. One of them, been waiting on this client. It's been literally 6 months waiting on them. My job, my part of it was done in just a few days. And it's been just like pulling teeth. I'm paid, so I really don't care. It's your time, your site, your money, whatever. But it's a really cool website, and I want to show it off. I want to put it in my portfolio, and I want it live so I can send potential clients to it, right? They are just dragging their feet like you wouldn't believe. It's one thing after another. And I just don't get it. I really question why some people even contact me and want a website in the first place when they're so reluctant to change. They fight tooth and nail. It's like, seriously, what exactly do you want? I mean, what was wrong with your old one then? If you loved everything about it if you don't like all the newfangled technology, if you don't understand it, you don't want to learn it, I can't help you. But whatever. So I want that site to launch. That'll be a really cool one. And then I got another one. It's kind of a pain in the ass client. I usually don't get these. Usually my clients are pretty damn good. Even if they're non-tech savvy, even the ones that drag their feet and everything, I mean, they're still nice to work with. It's not that big of a deal. But this one, this is the kind that wastes my time. And time is money. That's all I care about with business. So she contacts me. Hey, very similar situation. Like I said, it's not uncommon. I got a website. Been working with this person. I absolutely hate the experience. I don't like what they did. They're not being responsive. I need to take control of it. Again, she doesn't have even a login to it or anything. It's like, man, I mean, these people just keep getting scammed by these so-called web developers and web designers. So of course they're skeptical, and that makes it twice as hard for me to even get them as a client because they're so skeptical because of what they've been through. Now, of course, after I'm done working with them, it's day and night. They pull a 180, and I've even asked them, is there anything I could have said beforehand to convince you now that you know what's up and, it's a good situation, all that? And not one of them has given me anything. They all say the same thing. No, not really. I mean, I had to see it to believe it. So this one here, it's another, like I said, cool website, and it's a good local business owner. This other one I'm ready to launch isn't that local, so I'm not really going to get much other business from it. So I don't really care about it as far as that goes. But this one, the second one I'm waiting to launch, would be some good word of mouth. So of course I want that to launch too. Anyway, this is a case of too many cooks in the kitchen. She first starts off saying, well, I don't really know what I want. I just know I don't like what I have now. So she gave me some really vague information about what she didn't like about it. And I go through my usual routine of, okay, look, find some other websites and tell me what parts of them you like. And if you see stuff you really don't like, let me know that too. And I'll take it from there. So that's what she did. She gave me, I think, 3 or 4 websites and said, hey, I really like the way they did the homepage on this one. I really like these colors here. That would look really nice. I like these graphics here, how they did the menu, that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. So I made a proof, and I don't expect proofs to be a home run the first time, but they're usually pretty darn close with minor edits. Well, she pulls a complete 180. Now all of a sudden she knows exactly what she wants, gives me other examples, including one website where she literally says, this is exactly the site I want. Can you build this? I mean, not at all what she told me to begin with. And then she says that she's got a friend that does web design, and she wants her to draw the website that she wants in Photoshop. Now, mind you, these are all built on WordPress, so they don't work like they used to, where you're trimming and making frames and all that kind of crap in Photoshop. But I can still design what she's talking about in WordPress. I just have to see it. But again, she's showing me all these contradicting examples. So I make some changes, and she says, wow, that's a lot closer. Okay, cool, we're on the right track. I'm like, all right, that's good. And then she meets with her friend and says, oh, the friend is going to design all these graphics. I want to use all these graphics for the background and a big header and all these buttons. I'm like, all right. So that was like 2 weeks ago, and haven't heard a peep since. So I don't know if she's waiting on a friend or if she's contacting, a third web person complaining about me. I have no idea. She won't respond. Now at this point, I don't care if we just part ways. I've got the way I charge for my web design is 50% up front, 50% on proof approval, and then you go live and you get your login. So I'm paid 50%. If we cut ties now, it's fair all around. I've done a significant amount of work, but I've been paid for it. And if she doesn't want it, that's fine. done. But I need feedback. Feedback is very important for business owners. Another example. Shot a wedding 3 weeks ago now. Awesome wedding. Had a great time. Couple was great. Had good contact and everything up until and through the wedding. Got home. Put up a little sneak peek. Texted them. Nothing. I know they were still at the wedding by the time I did it. But, you know, not even a reply. Like, okay, well, maybe they're just busy. Whatever. So, put up some stuff on Facebook. They're not on Facebook, but I emailed them a link to it. No comment. I'm like, alright. I put up their photos online for sharing. It's an online gallery website and that kind of thing. I could see that they viewed them, but they didn't share them with anybody. No response, nothing. Not a comment, nothing. Okay, well, maybe they're on their honeymoon. So, 2 weeks goes by, and I always order custom flash drives to deliver the photos to my wedding clients, and the drive came in. I always do custom printing on the box and the drive itself. So it came in, I mailed out the drive, and they got it. So we're at 2.5 weeks, and they have everything. They have the online files, shared it on Facebook. They have the physical files, confirmed that it got delivered, sent it priority. Nothing. Called them, voicemail, nothing. I mean, it's like they fell off the face of the earth. Not a clue why. They weren't antisocial. They were the life of the party at the wedding. It's not like they were hiding the marriage or anything. They had 90-some people over. A lot of friends, co-workers, all that kind of stuff. So I really have no clue. That's only happened once before. And I'm really sure that... I feel like I've mentioned this before in another video. Maybe I just told somebody the story, but it's only happened to me once before where a couple has just fallen off the face of the planet. And I'm really sure they got annulled or divorced, whatever. But, yeah, feedback is good. Really warm day out today. It's 86. We had 92 not too long ago. I went out. I've been doing this project on the patio. Have this slight problem that I want to try to fix. The sun is beaming right into our back room through the sliding glass doors, and I don't want to put up curtains because they're just a pain in the ass. I don't want to have to open or shut curtains anytime I want to go in or out the door. So about 10 feet out, nice, dick. So about 10 feet out, I've got my gazebo, and the thought I had was to make a canvas roof out of outdoor material. So I went and bought a few yards of it, and I zip tied and bungee corded it up. Seems to work okay, but what I'm concerned with is wind and rain. I've got it up on one side by the bungee cord, so it's not like it's going to rip or anything, but I don't know if the rain is going to pool in it. It's a very long stretch, and it's kind of dipping in the middle. It's nice and straight and taut, but I don't know. It definitely keeps the sun out of the doors. I just have my doubts as to its longevity. So I'll leave that up, see how it goes over the next week or two. That should at least answer the question if it's going to last. Oh, an update on the GoPros. Kind of frustrating. However, I do have hope that it might be fixed. It's going to take just more testing. I still can't produce it on demand to test, but I was able to do something different. I did contact GoPro and cancel that RMA because obviously it wasn't a camera specific issue. So that was good. I mean, it's good to know that that is not a problem with the cameras because they both do it. Just total luck that the second camera did it that one day. However, one more problem is brought to light. Now, the thing that I was able to do that might help it was a manual firmware update. Now, it's probably just a reflash, but what I was able to do is a manual update by downloading the firmware directly. And the reason I wasn't able to do that before was because you have to enter the serial number to download the firmware software. And it kept giving me an error putting in my serial number. Like, it couldn't find the serial number in the GoPro database. And just coincidentally, in talking with support to get that RMA, I figured out why. And that's because the plus symbol, the actual plus sign, like addition, is part of the serial number. I've never seen that done before. I've always seen serial numbers alphanumeric. Sometimes the dash, the minus sign, but I've never seen a plus sign. And the way the serial number is written out on the GoPros, it's 3 characters and then the plus sign, and then I think 6 or 7 more, and then another line of I think 8 or 9. So it's a little confusing what the serial number is. You don't know if it's just the top number, just the bottom number, both the top and the bottom, but I never would have obviously guessed that the plus symbol is part of the serial number. Well, it is. So support had me take a picture of the serial number because she wanted to verify that it was real before I get the RMA, obviously. So I did. And that's when she told me, oh, that's okay. The only thing it was missing was the plus symbol. So I'm like, aha. So then I was able to download the firmware software for both cameras, get those in the system. Now, it did something differently. The other way to do it is automatic through the GoPro app on your phone. You connect it via Wi-Fi to your phone, and then it updates it through there, either automatically or... What is this dude doing? Pick a freaking lane. Yes, you're an idiot. Now you're doing 10 under for what? Anyway, through the phone you can do it automatic when it connects, or manually, or on demand I should say. So I don't know if the manual update, which does it through the SD card, makes any difference, but I did that. I also did, it's kind of weird, I did a flash for the GP10. It showed the firmware date being this past January of 15, but it shows version 1.0, which is what I had on it back from last June or July. So either it's new and it really is from this just a few months ago, or I have no idea why it would be dated and still have the same version number if it was the same. But either way, I reflashed that and did a factory reset. I put everything back to absolute stock and redid everything, so it's as fresh as possible. Hopefully that clears it up, because I am really out of options if it doesn't. I'm looking down here now and it's still recording, so I mean, it was just totally random. When it did it the other day, it was during the... God, nobody can freaking stay in their lane today. He almost sideswiped me. Bitch on her phone. It did it when I was going out to the beach for that photo shoot. And it was just random. It was like 27 minutes. You know, usually it's been 7 seconds in. It's been pretty consistent, but I mean, just sometimes totally random as far as when it cuts off. And I just have no idea why. So, a little paranoid. I'm at 1912 right now on this one. So we'll see. I've got about another, I don't know, 2 miles to go before I get down here. And I'm freaking wicked early. Wow. My appointment's at 7:30. Oh well, I'll chill out there, grab some drinks or something. I can't even do that. Stupid blood sugar. Oh, update on that. That's actually going really well, like astonishingly well. I was feeling, I don't know, maybe I was bloated or whatever. I felt fat the other day. So I'm like, all right, I step on the scale. I'm expecting to see like 255, 260. I was just over 250 the last time I was on it, which was probably about 3 weeks ago. I don't monitor it every day, there's no point. It is what it is. But I was just curious. 242. I couldn't believe it. So the weight is just continuing to come off at a regular pace just from low carbs and, you know, not purposely eating any sugar. Like, you know, no sodas. I didn't drink soda before, but I don't buy beer anymore. I've had a very occasional drink socially, but that's it. Not buying any beer anymore. No liquor, nothing like that in the house. And, you know, cutting way down on the carbs. Not completely, but I don't buy bread. Not eating hot dogs and hamburgers, stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, I'm eating pretty much whatever I want. I'm not feeling hungry. And it's fine. It's just coming off. I'm at that annoying point where my pants are at the half size. I could really use 37s because 38s are falling down with anything in my pocket, and 36s are just a little too tight when I sit down or on the bike. Let's see. It's past this light on the left, I think. Never actually been here before. It's at the Largo Mall. I've never shopped at the Largo Mall. Even though I live down here, I never really spent time down here. Oh, it's at alternate 19, I know that. So another couple lights, I think. So the weight's going good. Not that I'm doing this for weight loss, it's just a byproduct. Blood sugar is still very good. It's been a week and a half or so since I checked it, but I was down at the 120s, which is much, much better than 340. So I'm happy with that. Now, like I said, the weight coming off, just a nice little extra. Ow, that was a big bump. Alright, should be in here. Not that I'm in a hurry, so I'm just gonna see what's in here. Oh, it's an outdoor mall. That's why I didn't really recognize it. We don't really have too many indoor malls anymore. It is a dying thing, that's for sure. We got one kind of trashy mall up by us in Port Richey. Can't say I go there for anything. And we've got a nice one in Clearwater. Can't say I go there for anything. That's where all the kids go. And we have a really nice one by the airport, International Mall. Can't say I go there for anything except the Apple Store because it's the closest one. Other than that, very nice mall, very nice stores. Way too rich for my blood. But they have an awesome outdoor part of it, and it's mostly restaurants. Very good restaurants, great places for lunch or dinner. And it's real nice to meet people at, take them out, have a good time. It's kind of like an outdoor courtyard kind of thing where it looks like it's a small city, so it's all done up real nice. Kind of like Disney, actually, how they have the outside facades of the buildings. And got a mall, and actually just down the street from that, West Shore Mall in downtown Tampa. That's okay. It's kind of old. It's the old kind of claustrophobic. A lot of empty restaurants in there, or not restaurants, stores, storefronts. That's really about it. There's Citrus Mall. That's okay, I guess. It's pretty big. Decent stuff in there, but I never go over there either. There's just no stores that are at malls I shop at anymore. Anyway, I think I've babbled enough. Getting pretty hot. I'm going to go, oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. I can see the little yellow buffalo sign. I'm going to go get a seat, chill out, cool off. Hope this guy is a little early. I'll text him I'm here, and maybe if he's close, he can leave early. And hopefully score another website gig and see if I can help this guy out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Check out the site, TwoWheelObsession.com. Got a lot of new stuff going up. It's summertime, so some of the other contributors are now putting stuff up a lot more regularly. And there's a nice variety of stuff going up. Cool videos from all over the world. See ya!